What's this challenge going to be like going up against the option?
It's definitely going to be a challenge of eye discipline and who the toughest team on the field is going to be. So that's what we've been preparing for this past week.
Them coming in here and winning on the blue last year, I mean, is that any motivation for Saturday? Has that come up at all?
Definitely for the while, like for us that was here last year, it's like we know that was a separating game for us to go to that championship. So it's definitely a game where it's like, okay, we probably owe them one back, but now it's like we got to look at it as every team has to get our best, and we have to give every team our best if we want to win.
What's it going to be like going back to Colorado and close to where you grew up?
It'll be cool. A lot of families going to be there. It's going to be a fun time. We'll be playing some guys I went to high school with, see some high school coaches who have sons up there. So it's going to be a fun time and really competitive.
I asked this a couple weeks ago, but what's your family mean to you, and what's your dad's impact on your life and overall positivity?
Honestly, my dad and like my whole family's like outlook to me is everything. Like they've like been there for me when the times were hard. Like I moved home. I moved from home when I was 17 to come here, and it was like, okay. My dad was like, he's always been here. He's never missed a game, except like when it's a serious situation, you have to beg him to miss a game. And it's like him being here, my mom when she gets to come, my brothers, my sisters. It's like that always have something to work for, never satisfied kind of mentality. And like the positivity, it's kind of like it's never as bad as it seemed, never as good as it seemed. There's always something more that could happen, or something worse that could happen as well.
I feel like I've never seen your dad with that smile.
He's a happy guy. He's like honestly, he's just always hopeful. Like there's always something to be happy about. So we always look for like the positive outlooks and things, and it helps me in that sense where it's like things are never truly that bad. They could always get worse, and it's always count your blessings.
Your dad did that
Uh, he's a pastor, so he's a pastor. I think he always says I'm like his dad, who's like always smiling, always having a good time. So he probably gets it from his dad, his mom, like my grandma. She's always like trying to find joy. So I think that's kind of where it's like grown, where it's like at this point, what's the point of being sad? Always like find the bright day, like find the brightness in the day, so you can keep on moving forward.
so do you got more family this game than you played in front of before? Or?
Family? Uh, I don't know. We had a lot for Colorado State last year. I think I had a section up there of just my family.
No, I was going to ask how many clubs you had.
Oh, I think might have upwards of 15, maybe more.
Asking you guys to try to get some of their tickets.
Oh, I definitely did. I did my lobbying early, made some trades for maybe some home games, but it's okay. It's worth it because my family like to come out here and fly out. It's a hard thing to do, but the hour drive for most of them is simple.
Need more you when you play for your family? Knowledge that at all, or maybe not? I don't know.
Always, it's always like a great thing because like especially for me, I always think my grandpa passed away before he got to come and see me play. So it's like the family that does, it's always like a blessing because it's like they love to see, like especially like being Nigerian, they love to see their children succeed in what they wanted to do. So every time I put the jersey on with my last name, it's like they're proud because they can see their last name on the screen. And it's like, wow, that's one of us doing something that we all sacrifice for.
Last year's game kind of being an important one. How do you look at this year's game? Obviously, you guys are trying to get back to the championship game, and it's another key game.
Every game matters, especially in conference, even out of conference, having BYU down the road. But right now it's Air Force, and it's like every game matters. We know we have to be 1-0 every week, and this week's the most important week that we're ever going to have. So we're putting all our cards on the table, all guns blazing, and it's time to go.
How important is tackling in a game like this?
Very. Tackling and block destruction are going to be the most important things besides eye control because Air Force is going to put it on you. They're going to try and wear you down. And if you can keep on getting knockback tackles, because they're fighting for inches, it's the difference between a 4th and 2 versus a 4th and 3 or 4. Make them think they want to go for it, punt the ball. If they have 4th and 2, we know Air Force is going to go for it. But if it's 4th and 5, they're not.
You guys have been on. There are only two teams in the country that have been less defensive snaps. Is that an indicator of success at all? I know Spencer was joking around like as a defensive goal is to get off
we Coach D's definitely made it a thing where it's if you do your job early, it pays off in the end. So it's like if we can stay ahead of the sticks, put them behind the sticks, they're going to punt the ball and we're off the field. So it's like in games, we can play forever. It's like it emphasizes doing our job, having good eye control, communication, and the stat kind of justifies that exact point that we're doing our job. We're on the same page. It's not perfect by any means, but it's on its way there. That's the goal.
I know you know every week it's a game and stuff like that, but it seems like that's almost a little more extra emphasized when you take on a team like Air Force because if you guys aren't getting first downs on offense, that leaves you guys on the field forever. But if you guys aren't getting off the field, then you know your offense stays on the sideline and struggles to get into a rhythm. I mean, how much of a team game does it take to that Air Force?
Honestly, it's all phases of the ball, offense, defense, and special teams, where it's we all have to do our own job. Where it's whoever starts with the ball, if defense is out there first, we have to set the energy. We have to set it high, come out there 3 and out. Offense gets out there, they're going to go down and score. Special teams, it's the hidden yardage where we could like punt block potentially, punt returns. We got to take every yard that they give us, and each time we're on the field, we have to capitalize and do our 111th to for the team, for the family to succeed.
You mentioned playing with great eye control. When Daniels snaps the ball, what are you looking at?
We're keying first formation, and it's also they have tendencies that we're reading, so it's like we have to lock in on each and every one individual keys and deal with what we have to deal with. So it's like you have to deal with your first, you have to deal with your side first, and then go to that side, ups it.
Yeah. So how much of that is in the pre-snap and how much of that is watching what they're doing when the ball is snapped?
For the most part, it's all pre. It's for the most part, it's all pre. It starts off. If you start off with your eyes right before the snap, it'll carry your eyes during the play.
Yeah, we talk about eye control and stuff like that. I know that's something you guys struggle with in the season opener, about some big plays. I know it's different versus Air Force, but how much was that like a necessary experience for you guys to go through to understand how you can be as good as
Honestly, having that game was the most important for us because it was early. We got the jitters, and now it's like okay, when we have great eye control, we have shown glimpses of what we can be and what we want to be. So it's like it helps us to be able to see by doing your job and not trying to do other people's job what we really can do.
Because ranked very, up near the top of the nation in a lot of defensive categories. How often do you guys walk away feeling like you played like your best game?
Never. It's never perfect. So we're always like, there's something better we could have done because like Coach D said, there are balls that should have been completed that weren't. So it's like we always walk off the field saying we got the job done. We're going to go back. We're going to clean it up. We're going to get better because we're never satisfied. Always striving to be the best.